Hi, Kim here. Welcome, surgical technology students, to the library homepage, harpercollege.edu/library. I want you guys to get the library homepage on your radar, okay? You have access to thousands of medical journals that cost a lot of money for free by accessing them through the library homepage, okay? So navigate to the library homepage and you'll see it says OneSearch, Catalog, iShare, Research Guides. Keep it on OneSearch right now. And you can type in a string of keywords. So I was talking with Professor Smith earlier and she said surgical site infections is something that we talk about and we'll be researching. So you go right to the library homepage, you can type in surgical site infections and then take a look at your results. Obviously, there's going to be some narrowing down we need to do. We may want to add additional keywords in order to find exactly what it is you might need. You might want to add keywords like the particular surgery where the surgical site tends to get infected. You might want to put in a special population, for example, geriatric, maybe they're more prone to infections. I don't know, but you do. So I'm the expert researcher, you're the expert medical student. So on these 170,000 results, obviously I'm not going to look through the whole list, but I do like to look at the first page of results. The first page of results will tell you whether or not you're on track. How do these titles look? Okay. I don't know what this means, bundle 0 surgical site infection, but it sounds pretty good. Maybe I want to take a look at that one. All you have to do is click where it says available online. Then it'll say full text availability and you can click there. I know people want to get to the information quickly and I talk pretty fast as well, but don't bypass this page that quickly. Always look at what your subjects are. Infection control. So this is something I didn't think of, but this is how this is the term, this is the phrase that's used to index these articles. So if you want every single article that discusses infection control, you can click right here on this hyperlink, I'll show you, and it's going to launch a new search. You could go through everything, just the library catalog, etc. I'll leave it on everything. And do you see it changed it to subject? Before we were keyword searching. So click search. And I now have 14,890 results. So that's better. Okay, it's not 170,000, it's fewer. And fewer is better because then you're focusing your search. You're welcome to do it any which way. I like to think of the word research like redo. That prefix probably means something in Latin that I should look up. But research, keep doing it. Keep redoing your search. All right, I'm going to back up to our original list of results. You can hear my pug snoring in the background. So I've also retrieved videos and I'm looking at the dates on some of these things and they're 10 years old. So from your initial search, you can do a few things to quickly narrow it down. Number one, available online. Click that. Then you can go down to resource type. I'm scrolling in the wrong part of the web page here. Under resource type, you can say journals. Now I have just 651 to look at. You can also change the creation date. Here it's listed as 1990. Let's change that to 2015. So now we have 335 results. Now again, I'm just using these keywords, surgical site infections. I may want to say surgical site and then infection control. Okay, now I'm back to 10,000. So it's kind of a game. I enjoy doing this. Click on available online. Then let's make sure we've got our date range, creation date. I don't know why it always reverts back, but It does, so beware of that. And now I want to say, I could say peer-reviewed journals. And a peer-reviewed journal is a journal that's been, an article that's been reviewed by a committee, by peers, and it's been checked for accuracy. So you get like 2 thumbs up on authoritativeness. Journals are good too, though. So let me see, how do I want to narrow this down? Under resource type, I might say, maybe I don't even need to. I could just click articles. I mean, there's 4,000 there. All right, so there's 4,000 articles, and I'm going to review this first list of results and take a quick look. I see European acute care hospitals, so we could add United States to this search. Okay, what's this? I'm looking for one that I can understand. So this is scholarship. You've got several authors here. They're probably doctors. We can open up this article by choosing one of these options. Let's see if this one works. We just migrated to a new system over the summer. So if something isn't working for you when you click it, you can let us know, or you can email library@harpercollege.edu. So this wants me to say accept cookies. I don't know if I can do that in the screen share options, having a hard time. But I can see the article is right here. Let me back up a moment and let's go to one that is not open access. So open access is freely available on the web, and it's a new movement in publishing. It's great, and we do track a number of open access journals. Oh, post-cesarean, yep, been there. So I'm gonna click here on this one, and it said it was available online. So it says I need to sign in. And then I'm going to choose the student employee login. Takes me to the My Harper portal login page. And now I'm in. And now it says no available services. So that's what I mean about problems. And I'm doing this on the fly because that's more fun. So this one turns out not available. It's not available here anyway. What I would do at this point is, because I'd like to know if this title isn't ringing a bell, I don't actually know if we have a subscription to this journal. But what I would do from this screen is I could say, go back to the library homepage, and I could see if we have this journal. And I'll just check that quickly. We should have it online, and it should be available. Oh, I know what's going on. So because this is a single titled journal, I think that's why it's not working. Here it is, and we could backtrack and get the citation. So this is what a citation is all about. This article was published in 2016, volume 216, issue 1. And then the page is S. That's probably a supplement. That could be why it's not linking, because it's a supplement, which is like an additional issue of a particular magazine. Well, let's take a look. We've got 2016, 216, 1. So then I go to their back issues, wherever that is, view all issues. And then I'm going to click the year 2016 and volume 216. So this is 2017. So I want 2016, volume, what issue did it say? Issue 1, and then S26. Issue 1. Issue 1 supplement. And here it is, 17th or 37th annual meeting of the Society. Where is this article? What was this article called? It was called 38, Influence of Post-Cesarean. I was going to try and copy and paste, but we'll have to just look down here. It was on page 20 or S26, was it? Here it is. No, it's not here. Where are you? So most people give up. Librarians never give up. We actually enjoy this. So thanks for your patience here on this. I'm going to end the video after this and we'll start a new video. For those of you who've checked out, here it is. It wants me to purchase the PDF. Okay, so this one is apparently not available for free. I'm not 100% convinced that it's not available for free. And so I'm going to do one more trick, and bear with me if you care. I'm going to go back to the library homepage. Now I'm just troubleshooting a problem. And head to our databases. So this is another way in. You don't have to use one search. You can pick a database by title. You can pick a database by subject, like health, medical, nursing, and go directly to a database just specific to your discipline. And actually, I don't think it's here. I think it must be under social science for some reason. And it's called Science Direct. So I'll have to add that to the health. You'll be asked to log in. This is our off-campus login screen. And now I'm going to search within this particular database to see if in fact this article, no, I don't want to filter by book title. Advanced search. Find articles with these terms. It's always fun to watch a librarian flounder. Okay, here it is. I'm so excited. Is it free? No, it's not. 30 bucks. So no, thank you. I'm going to go back to my original search. I'm going to limit to full text, and I'm going to limit to peer review, and I'm going to try to find something that is actually freely available. So I do that by hitting the back button a number of times or figuring out where we were. We were over here, and we had surgical site infections as our keywords. And I've got our little list of cheat sheet topics here. So let's see if we can actually open an article before we close this already too long video. 170,000 results. We're going to say peer-reviewed journals. And we're going to say available online. You can hear my pug snoring. A lot of these are open access. You can omit open access if you don't want the open access. Like I'm trying to see if Harper's site is actually working. Here's another one. Let's click on this one because it's something we subscribe to, British Journal of Neurosurgery. Clicking on available online. And this is taking me to the EBSCOhost Health Source Nursing Academic database. I will click there. And I'm in. Okay, so all of the EBSCOhost databases, we have a number of them, look very similar. So you'll see this. It took away our search terms and put the number for the article number, AN, in here. Just, you can ignore that. But do take a look at the subjects. Again, you see infection treatment. So we saw, I think it was infection control before. Infection treatment is another search term, search phrase you could use. And the author supplied keywords, surgical site infections. So the author, someone like your professor, or there's a couple of people here, knew that people like you and me would type in surgical site infections. So they've tagged the article with those words. So that's why it came up. Here's a summary of the study. You can see there's some pictures here, and we can download the full PDF. Beautiful. So it's the original article scanned. Looks lovely. You can see the materials and methods, statistics, their results. At the very end, you'll see their references. So that's always a good sign that this is a rigorous piece of research, because they have a really nice works cited page. You can always try to find the articles that are within this one, any works cited. You can, you know what I'm trying to say, you can follow your research that way by using the works cited of another article. Or you can just say, hey, this is great. I totally want to use this. I want to cite it, and go to the icons on the right-hand side to either email it to yourself or print it or save it to your Google Drive. You can also sign in and create an EBSCOhost account, and then save it to your EBSCO account. So there's really quite a lot you can do. Super fun for me. Never cut the URL at the top of the page and send that to yourself. You will not find it, and I will not be able to find it for you either. Use the little link on the right-hand side. So if you haven't heard of a permalink before, or a persistent URL, or a stable URL, that's what you want to look for. So here's the permalink, and it has this prefix for Harper College to allow Harper College students in. It's going to take you to the off-campus access screen when you're off campus, like we're all off campus. I'll show you what that looks like. No, it doesn't look like this. I'm already logged in, that's why you can't see it. But it says off-campus access, and if you can't get in, follow the instructions on that page. There's a phone number for the tech support, student tech support, and you can call them and say, hey, I can't get into the library databases. It's giving me this like off-campus access screen and I can't get in. It's probably because you've had too many tries. I think you only get 3 tries, and if you mistype your password 3 times, you're locked out. So give them a call, they can unlock you. Other good things to know here. I know there was something else I wanted to say. Can't think of it right at this minute, but oh yeah. Okay, so you're with me. This is already too long. So those of you that are still here, you actually want to be here, and I can tell. So let me show you a quick trick. You can click on Choose Databases. All right, so I'm in an EBSCO database. I found a good article. I want more articles like this. Did you see what I did? Right up here, I'm in this Health Source Nursing Academic database. Well, there's many more. You saw that list of 110. We can click all of these, and there's Health Source Consumer here. There's a couple of others that, oh, CINAHL is here. Cumulative Index of Nursing and Allied Health Literature. I'm not sure where they put that. They might have put a prefix in front of it, or I'm just not, oh, here it is, CINAHL. So that's an important one. And then you have the Health Source Nursing, Health Source Consumer, and a few other things. So we're going to simultaneously search through all of these databases, these EBSCO databases, with our search term, surgical site infections. And you can hear neighbors getting trees cut down next door. This is so fun. 29,000. So great. But now we just need to narrow it down. So we're going to limit to full text. And I don't want to read about surgical site infections from 1977. So I'm going to drag this publication date slider up to the last 5 years. And I think I then need to click enter so that it updates. Now I have 3,000 articles. I'm going to take a look at this list. Ooh. Okay, I see South Korea. You know, we could put in United States. You could put in a particular, what do you call it? Like the, I'm going to check the list. You call it a sterilant. You could put in a particular sterilant or agent, and then, you know, that would be one way to narrow your search. Oral antibiotics. I mean, what are we talking about here? What kind of surgery? Are we talking about dentistry? So this is great. I mean, I love the EBSCOhost databases. I think it's real easy to understand your results. You've got the title. It says it's from an academic journal. You have the author's names here, the date. They're very good with their relevancy ranking. So these are all ranked in relevancy order right now, which means they're looking at a combination of the search terms plus the date. So they're trying to give you the most recent article where your search terms appear most prominently. And by that, I mean like in the subject or in the title. I really enjoy looking at the subjects of the articles before I open them, because that really clues you in quickly as to whether or not this is a good article to open. So as I scroll down, I'll just pick this one. Let's see. Oh, it's from Malaysia, International Medical Journal of Malaysia. Maybe not. What else have we got here? Oh, plus one. Here, World Journal of Surgical Oncology from 2020. Bowel prep. Nice. So I can click on the title, and then I come to the bibliographic information, which is the full citation, where you get an idea of how many people authored this, where was it published. And I know sometimes we don't take the time to look at that kind of stuff, or we're just on Google and we pull something up, but it's very important, especially in the medical field, to check the authority of your source. And I know we're in library databases, and most of the time what you come across in a library database is good stuff, but it's important for you guys to learn how to critique a source. So title, got a bunch of authors here. We'll find out where they're affiliated, from where they're affiliated when we open them up, or if we look at the little footnote that's associated with their name. And additional subject terms, surgical complications, surgical site infections. You could click here, launch a brand new search on those terms, and then you have the full text here. So this full text is plain HTML. It was scanned in, a computer turned the PDF into HTML. So on occasion, there are errors because the computer doesn't read perfectly. So if you ever have the PDF, click that, because then you know exactly what page also from where the text came. Okay, so this is an open access article. So much open access. It's a really great movement. Background, method, results, etc. And then you can download, print, save to your Google Drive. Citing is super easy in these databases. You just go to this little yellow piece of paper on the right-hand side, and you can pick your citation format, APA, AMA, MLA, Chicago, whatever style your professor has recommended. Literally highlight, copy, and paste it onto your Google Doc or your Works Cited. Okay. All right, so we kind of went down a rabbit hole. We started at the library homepage in one search. We landed on an EBSCOhost article, and then we simultaneously searched all of the EBSCOhost databases. I'm really sorry. I know that probably was crazy. I'm gonna show you one more thing to kind of ground you as to where we were. Under research, databases. And if you're on your mobile phone, which I always am, researching, of course, under quick links, there's this hyperlink here to databases. So if you're on your phone, it can be tricky to find this research databases. You have to click an arrow and expand a menu. So under quick links, you can just click databases, and then you're here. You can sort by subject and go right to the medical nursing databases. Okay. And we were in, I think, Health Source Nursing, and then we clicked on choose databases and selected all of them. So that's just one way. I mean, you can also just choose CINAHL, journals at Ovid. This, I'll tell you, costs a ton of money, tons of money. Please use it. It's a little trickier to use than EBSCO, but it's got all your core nursing and medical journals in here. See, I don't even know how to search it. It's been so long. Let's see if we can do this. I probably should just stop the video. I'll do that. I'll just quietly close this video. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you next time. Bye all.